Obviously, very even game back and forth. Last team to have the football is probably going to win, and unfortunately, we didn't have it in the end, right? And turned it over there in a 2-minute opportunity. Let the kids bow their tails off and busted their butts to try to bring home a victory for these seniors. And unfortunately, the way this season has gone, just ball didn't bounce our way today enough. And we got to look at some things, some hard looks in the mirror at ourselves, and see why we're not doing some fundamental things well at this stage in the season, why we continue to talk about missed tackles, missed angles, or not attacking the football. It's really disconcerting, and frankly, it's unacceptable. So we really got to take a hard look in the mirror this week at Cornell and see why we keep missing these tackles in the open field. Yeah, it's the little things. Right? We've talked about it for these 9 weeks. It's just tackling, taking proper angles, setting good edges to the defense so the ball doesn't get outside to the sideline, right? Those are the things that is just extremely frustrating. I know for our young men and for us as coaches, and we're not doing a good enough job, obviously, fixing the problem. We're fixing the issue to create positive outcomes for our defense. So we got to restructure things defensively this week and look at why we can't set proper edges and why we continue to take poor angles to ball carriers. Yeah, sorry. Sorry we didn't do enough to win. Sorry that we as coaches didn't call the right play maybe in the right moment, and I know some of these underclassmen that this isn't their last game. We're in position to make some plays and maybe miss that opportunity. And I know they're, gut-wrenched right now, right, in terms of not making the play to send these seniors out in their final home game with a win. And that's where hopefully it benefits in the future to see how close these games can be if you're not doing the things you're supposed to be and being in the places right at the right time and with the proper eyes. Yeah, just embrace the moment with being out in the field with your parents, right? Be present for it. Don't look into the game, accept that this is the last time you get to wear the home jersey and share that moment with the people that got you here and are celebrating you game in and game out. And then obviously once you walk off the field, that's your time to refocus and get ready to play the game. Yeah, there's a lot of 50-50 balls up there, right? And they came down with more of them than we did. Carter McRae made a great play on their sideline because he had eyes back to the football, played through, right? Did a good job leaning and forcing that receiver to the sideline. And then we had some moments where we had double coverage, and we don't have either guy looking back for the ball and underthrowing thing. We lose track of it, and that's where we've got to be confident in those situations of, okay, this guy's playing the man, this guy's playing the ball, so we don't get in those types of situations. And that just happened too often today. We gave up too many chunk plays. Yeah, I felt our offensive line did what we hoped they would do in terms of our game plan, right? That we can get positive movement. We can create distortion line scrimmage and put defensive linemen in the laps of linebackers, make it extremely difficult for their linebackers to fit their appropriate gaps. And our offensive line played their tail off. I do wish at the end of the first half, right? That's a call on me being aggressive, and we got the look we wanted. And if pass pro is just a little bit stronger there and Chase gets that ball out, that might be a touchdown. We had one-on-one coverage with Beckett Robinson, and that's the frustrating thing and the risk we take. Thankfully, Caleb Solomon comes up with a huge field goal block, right, to take away points for them in that situation. But that's the kind of game I knew it was going to be, and just proud overall of the offensive line, how they played today and executed. Well, there's one left now, right? It's pretty easy motivation. We got to get the last one and get out of this losing column, right, to share joy again and share that moment. This team their resolve has been outstanding this season. If anybody came and watched us practice, you'd know how all in this team is. And they keep working because they have that desire to win. And unfortunately, will and desire don't always equal wins. You have to execute. You have to do the little things right. And that's where I have I have all the faith in the world that our team is going to come ready tomorrow to practice and get better and try to put our best foot forward for Cornell. Yeah, whatever we're doing isn't good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for the young men that are, as I just said before, battling every day with us and giving us everything they got. So we as coaches need to be much better and not just do what's comfortable for us and take chances when maybe we shouldn't, because that could be the game-changing play. And we'll structure practice as we need to put our best foot forward to try to find our edge versus Cornell, knowing that Cornell beat that team, had a great comeback in the fourth quarter. So we're walking into a dogfight again in this Ivy League schedule, and it's their senior day. They got the extra, willpower to have their senior send out with a win, but hopefully our will's a little bit stronger and we execute better into our capability, and we end this thing with a win. Yeah, I wish we had him for all 10 games, right? And he's been steady, right? And you wouldn't know he's a freshman by watching him work, talking with them. I mean, he's a veteran out there at this point, especially, but just an extremely mature kid. Happy for him to have that kind of success. He's got one more to, hopefully put icing on the cake of a great freshman campaign and hopefully continue to build with us as we flip this season as we head into 2026. Cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all.